So one thing I didn't mention with my morning intro was that Cow's rear tyre's flat. So we've got a spare tube there. Easier, we just take it to a shop. So here we are in Kaza, morning of day 4. Bit of a late start. We were going to have a lay day here. Put up on an oxygen machine for nearly an hour because they tested my oxygen levels and I was down at 74 when I should have been at like 86, so having a lot of problems there with oxygen. Alright, so we've decided to head off. It's, I don't know, maybe 11 o'clock. We're all fueled up. You have to excuse me, I can't talk for long periods because that uses up oxygen. My oxygen levels are still very low. I've got an oxygen canister down at the bike, but I've just carried my big heavy Lobo bag that had my backpack in it as well, so it's at maximum capacity. It was probably 30 kilos. I just carried that down and strapped it on the bike and walked back up, and that's enough that I'm ready for a sleep, but instead I'm putting my boots on. So anyway, what I was talking about before being the big 12-hour ride through hell, what we're going to do is ride for 3 hours now, head towards the pass that is hell, and we'll lodge there for the evening. So if we do 4 hours now, that means that 12-hour ride tomorrow will only be an 8-hour ride, which I think is a much better idea. In terms of our itinerary, we're a day and a half behind, which is fine, you know. I had 2 contingency days in there, so we've used up one of them, and it's probably looking like when we get up to Leh that Turtuk, we're not going to go there, but Panong Lake, very important to go there because it's absolutely stunning, so we'll be heading there. So yeah, I'll see you on the road again shortly. Alright, well, after a busy morning, getting Cow's tyre fixed on the bike and getting me some more medicine and some more oxygen canisters and packing up and everything, it's now 1 PM and we've got about 3 hours of riding ahead of us, and by the look of that, it looks like it's going to start raining, so I'm not wearing my weather gear at the moment, but it's sitting in a plastic bag right behind me, so it's sprinkling a little bit at the moment, but if it starts to become constant, I'll pull over and get dressed. It's just, even though there's snow on those mountain tops, it's just still a bit hot to just be wearing the wet weather gear 24/7, so that's why I haven't got it on now in anticipation, because I think I'd end up being a bit hot, and with the fact that I'm trying to consume as much water as I can to avoid dehydration and to help improve my oxygen levels, I don't want to be any hotter unnecessarily, so there we go. That we've left Kaza. We're heading west. So if you want to come to Key on the monastery and you're wondering what it's like in the area around it, this is what it's like. It's arid, snowy, mountainous. Pretty cool, but I'll give it that. Pretty cool.
once these trucks have tried not to kill me, I want to talk about altitude sickness. Now, aside from the pain, I want to talk about what the effects of feeling like you've got 15% lung capacity is like in reality. Now, it was cold before, so we pulled up and I got off the bike, took my summer gloves off, I put a second pair of, I put my rain pants over my jeans just to add a bit of protection. I put my winter gloves on, I put my neck sock on, I put my rain jacket on over my other jacket to add some warmth, and then I put my helmet back on and I got back on the bike. And all of this destroyed me. I got back on the bike, and then the next 10 minutes of riding, I was having to try and take as many big breaths just to try and increase my lung capacity. So anyway, that's my helpful tip for the day in terms of what does it feel like. How's that for view? It's not bad. Alright, this is addressed to anyone that wants to come and do this. It might seem romantic, which is what I thought, to come and do it on a Royal Enfield. Well, don't do it on a 500. They have the 350 model. It's going to be a lighter bike overall. You don't need the torque for the 500. It's overkill. You got to think of the fact that if you happen to be getting affected by AMS, you fighting a big, heavy, overkitted bike through these roads, and I'm showing you the roads now, you know, it's gonna knock the arse out of you as it's doing me, you know. Fuck off. At least I'm driving with headlights on. So yeah, or don't do it on a Royal Enfield. Rent something else. Rent something more up to the task, because once you get north of Delhi, this is what they call roads, you know. And there's nothing pleasurable about fighting a big heavy machine on this. That's all I'm saying. It's time for a little rest. Just had a big uphill to do, where I was standing up on the pegs in first gear. My God, it knocked the shit out of me, as it does. Reduced lung capacity, reduced stamina at this altitude. It's so hard. You can probably hear it in my speech. You know, I gave up smoking 4 months ago, and I'm still like this. Just the AMS. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Come down. Excuse me. Come down out of the mountains on some Razorbacks. They had ice on every corner, so every corner was muddy and steep. But these tyres are on this bike, and the weight of this bike